out of the blue, I saw a comment by Huck's Infantry on one of my last Fez nights. And I don't know what he was responding to, but he asked me, "What's wrong with guns?" Well, I myself am a gun owner, you know. I have a Walther PPK and a .22 rifle. The .22 rifle was left to me by my father, who at one point in his life, because of the crowd he ran with, had a gun collection. But I grew up in a household where guns were not nice. You know, I was brought up to understand that guns are not nice. They're not your friend. You know, I don't cling to my gun out of fear. You know, to me, it's the gun is something, because I'm a metal worker. I'm a person that likes tools. Hold on. But to me, to hold a gun is like this wonderful piece of craftsmanship. And being a red-blooded male and an American, there is something about pointing and shooting. You know, Camille Paglia. I love this writer. She's great. She's a art historian, and in her book Sexual Persona, she talks about, because men have penises from the time that we're able to stand up and hit the toilet bowl on our own. We're learning to aim. You know, it's all part of it. You know, shooting arrows, throwing spears, slingshots. We're learning to aim. So that's part. I don't know. It's part of the normal nature. What's wrong with guns? Guns are not nice, though. You know, a handgun is only made for one thing, and that's to shoot another human being. I don't know what got. It was such a general question. Well, what's wrong with guns? You're so naive. There's a whole plethora of things wrong with guns. I'm not against taking the right to bear arms. I understand that the Americans, because of the way our Constitution is written, that we have the right to bear arms. But there's a lot of gray areas, you know, and it's not supposed to be a free-for-all. I'm not going to take, guns are not so nice that I'm going to put a loaded gun in a baby's crib. I was about to say my baby, but I don't have any kids. But, you know, my household, my father rarely brought out the guns. I used to have to beg him. But I'll say I shot a gun at 6 years old. I was 6 years old. My dad took me out, and we were shooting tin cans. And but boy, it was a very, very strict upbringing. It's not just like anybody, you know. Deep, deep respect and a proper fear of guns. Guns are not your friend. They're not. I would feel much better if only I have a gun and nobody else has one. I don't trust you conservatives with guns. You're too loopy. Questions like, what's wrong with guns? You know, the NRA, they're wacky. Look, I'm starting out with political stuff in the beginning. They're wacky, the NRA. There are people in the NRA that say they should be able to own any weapon. Any weapon. A fully automatic machine gun, you know? Teflon-coated bullets. They want to have rocket launchers. They want to have, you know, bazookas. Now, I'm not saying everybody in the NRA, but there's a faction of the NRA. And I'm sure glad the NRA has lost its teeth. They don't have as much clout as they did. They overplayed their hand. Anyway, here's to fellow gun owners. Cheers. To the safe and sane ones out there. Any people remember following that news story? The guy that went into a Unitarian church and started shooting people? Innocent people, because he hated liberals. And the police went through his stuff at home. He had like Sean Hannity books and Michael Savage's book that liberalism is a social disease or something. Liberalism is a disease or some nonsense like that. And he blamed the hard times on you know, the fact that he was out of work or he was struggling on liberals. What an idiot. What an idiot. Liberals didn't do that to you. Who's been running the country for the past 8 years? It's the conservatives. Okay? Oh, and I know some of you conservatives go, oh yeah, I'm not like Bush, you know. All of a sudden, like people, Mike Savage turned against Bush. I mean, he was supporting him all along, and then finally he realized, at least, you know, but he calls him a neoconservative. That's not the same as a real conservative. Yeah. But it's the conservatives that put him in power, so you're to blame. Cheers. I'm sorry to start out. I usually start out Fez Night on a happy note. I do stuff like welcome my new subscribers. But man, my brain was just shot today. I woke up this morning, I felt so bad. Drinking is not good for you. Oh, by the way, let me mention, I don't know how long I've been going. Old Frank's channel. Check it out. It's such a great video. And, oh, I forgot what it's called. Oh, but check out Old Frank's channel. See, I'm having trouble with my scrolling little knob here. Old Frank's got a new video featuring the Angry Dummy and Shirley Mahoney and who else? Nigula's baby. Leon's there. And citizenkong makes an appearance. And my apologies to the queen of the network of evil. She put out a request that we do collaboration videos with a fairy tale theme for by Labor Day. I just couldn't pull it together, you know. Sorry, but you know, I don't know what to say. I don't have any real excuse. I mean, it's been too hot. I've been busy. I was going to collaborate with Monk and Christine, but it's just hard to get, you know, all of us together on the same page. Here we go. Here, I'll do my fairy tale video. What was that? Once upon a time, kids, there was something that lived under your bed, and it would crawl out from under your bed and cut you up into little pieces. Okay, good night, kids.